Welcome back to my channel.
Tune in now for Jay Talks. It's time to unwind.
If you're new here, I am Jay.
Jay Talks, living it out loud. Talking life, standing out from the crowd. Every moment unique, every voice we share.
I'm here for the book review. And the book is The Rule of Love by Richard Templar. And I decided, well, the book is red. We're talking about love. I'm going to come in red. I really can't do justice to this book if I do not talk about one rule that is really key to a lasting love relationship. And that is, you guessed it, communication. It's the rule based on communication. And this rule is saying, just keep talking, keep the conversation going. When you talk, you aim to interest, entertain, inform, amuse, explain, and generally sparkle. So let's put the book down for a bit and let's talk about communication. Everyone knows that for a good relationship to work, or for a relationship to work, you need communication. We talk about communication all the time. And we know that communication isn't a one-way rule. Isn't you talking to yourself. It's you talking to someone and communicating an information to the other party, and the other party talking to you and communicating the same. There are different types of communication. There is your non-verbal communication and there is a verbal communication. So today I'm going to be talking about the verbal communication. I believe that is an extremely important type of communication for a relationship. Your non-verbal communication is going to cause chaos in your relationship if that's what you're relying on. If your relationship is solely non-verbal, someone is not happy. Either the two parties are not happy or one person isn't happy. That relationship is not going anywhere. It's not going to work. And if you stay in the relationship, maybe you stay in the relationship for whatever reason, you stay in the relationship for money, or you stay in the relationship for the children or security, you're pretty much going to be very unhappy and you're going to find compromises to fill in those gaps. Verbal communication is extremely, extremely important in anything. I don't know if I've posted this yet, but in life, to be successful in anything, you have to receive communication and give communication in whatever business venture or business you're running, anything, whether you're in the university, you're in primary school, you're in nursery school, you're bringing up your kids, you're bringing up your toddlers, communication. Communication is happening constantly. If you are not communicating to your loved one, someone else is. If you're not talking to the people that you love, somebody else is. So imagine you're, in this relationship that you want to work, you've got a vision, you're in a relationship with someone and you have a vision for that relationship. There's this dream, there's somewhere you want that relationship to go, and you're not communicating that. I'm sorry, you're not going there. You're not going to get there. You're not going to get there. Sorry to bust your bubble. People decide to get together. And these are two individual people with two different experiences who've got two different histories, life history, and they're coming together. The reason why they chose to be in a relationship is because communication has happened. An interest has been communicated by one party to the other. And the receiving party has agreed to the communication. They've agreed to what the proposition is, with the sole aim of creating something together, with the sole aim of doing life together, maybe creating a home, or the prospect of creating a home with that person, or whatever the vision was or is. And then those two people, have decided based on the initial communication that happened at the very beginning. And as the years go by, Sometimes people lose that flair for communication because they've lost touch of their relationship, meaning they don't do anything together. So by the time you've spoken to yourselves at the very beginning about everything, now you need to be able to talk about the now, what's happening now. And if you guys are not doing anything together, you're going to have nothing to talk about in the now. If you guys do not go out together, if you guys do not have date nights, if you guys do not have common friends, or there's nothing that brings you all together, you have absolutely nothing to talk about. Yeah, you have absolutely nothing to talk about. And that in itself will cause a problem. So now you find this happen, especially in, when people are married, where the kids have come in. And so both parties are now doing life slightly differently because maybe the man isn't really as involved with the kids, so he's always out trying to make money, and the woman is all, about the kids, trying to get the kids to bring up the kids. And so what might happen if that couple do not take time for themselves and remove themselves from that role or duty as parents and spend time in their relationship and have their me time and they go out together and do stuff together, they will lose touch and have absolutely nothing to say to each other over time, because now they start living separate lives. So the man, in order to entertain himself, will go out by himself. The woman, in order to stay stable mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, she probably goes to church, because that's what we see a lot of women in church. Majority of the people in church are women. If you keep talking to your spouse, you keep creating that interest, that friendship, even when you guys are doing life together, you will not drift apart. I see where couples will complain and say, he's not communicating. He says, she's not communicating. When someone tells you that you're not communicating, it's not an accusation. It's saying to you that I need you. I need a friend. I need to talk to you. And so if you're not communicating to me, I don't feel that friendship. And so if I don't feel that friendship, I will not communicate with you as well. That's where people start, having problems in a marriage where there's infidelity. And infidelity is not just sexual. Infidelity sometimes is emotional, where you feel a need to talk to someone and you end up talking to someone at work, or you end up talking to an old friend that shows up on the scene who's probably in a relationship too. Now, you want to guard against that, because those are the things that delay you fixing the problem within your home. Also, that actually can lead to more problems in your home. So it's quite important when someone says there's no communication, that you do not see that as an attack to your person. Because you might be thinking that maybe you're trying, or you might be thinking that I'm not communicating because you've put up a wall and I just can't get through to you. So at least someone has mentioned something, someone has hinted that there's a problem. You need to sit together and have that conversation, not bash yourselves. Try and understand, why is that person saying that there's no communication? What is missing? What does the person think they need to know? And why does the person feel that way? Because if you're in a relationship, it's your responsibility, both parties, to make it work. It's not the responsibility of another. And I know life happens. People struggle, people go out there to make money, people do all kinds of stuff. But the one thing that you have that will help you through life is relationships. And if you're blessed with one, then why not do what you need to do to make it work? It's not really as hard if you're willing. It's hard when you're not. See you all in a bit. Love you.
Living it out loud. Talking life, standing